All right, guys, we're going over to our friends here at Reclaim the Net, and we're going to be discussing censorship again. And we're going to keep discussing censorship because all of these distractions that they are doing and all the stuff they are pulling are for censorship and distractions. I have an email message here real quick from someone that, hey, Mike, I saw your video from the week that Elon Musk bought Twitter where you were appealing to him and asking him to please put down or instate that Canadian media is bought and paid for by taxpayers or fully funded by taxpayers. You also pleaded to put on Australian news, and you asked Elon Musk if it's possible, just to be fair, like they do to RT and Press TV. Mike, you are a total hero. I heard it on your channel first, the week of Elon Musk buying X or Twitter or whatever they want to call it today. Thank you, Mike. I appreciate you and everything you do. Wow. So, okay, so let's get over to your censorship news. Former UK facial recognition technology commissioner joins a company he previously greenlit while in government. Now, these guys never get a job in the private sector because nobody will hire these people in the private sector. It's all this government garbage. Or, no, Mike, this is a private company that's funded by the government to produce technology to spy on you. It's still funded by the government. Government doesn't do anything. Government doesn't produce anything. Government is garbage. And privacy advocates are raising eyebrows as Professor Fraser Sampson, the former overseer of financial recognition technology in the UK, has joined FaceWatch. The private company he previously greenlighted as a non-executive director. The questionable transition is ignited concerns over the potential mass deployment of biometric surveillance cameras throughout the UK's high streets and the revolving door between government and private sector. And critics call Sampson's career move glaring conflict of interest as he assumed his directional role as at the FaceWatch right after leaving his public role on October 31st, as reported by The Guardian. Sampson joined FaceWatch literally the next day on November 1st. Again, a lot of these people need to be under these government... Oh, it's private sector, Mike. It's being funded by the government. It's all being funded by the government. Get over it. Ireland is in a mess. Look at this. Look how warped this. Look at what the people look like that are selected in passing bills to destroy you and your family. Take a good look at this guy. Take a real good look at this. Look at this. Look at this. This right here, folks, is what this is who and what. You could tell that these people are completely demented and completely possessed. Ireland's media commissioner is poised to gain substantial authority over online speech. They're going to want to do it France. They're going to do why? Because of money laundering. What, Mike? Money laundering? What are you talking about? Go look up Ireland across our channel. You'll see what I'm talking about. I'm willing to bet this guy owns 5-6 private properties too. It's all in it for the money laundering. Jeremy Godfrey has been named the executive chairperson of Ireland's Media Commission, an ongoing tasked with overseeing social media regulation and censorship in Ireland. This new role aligns with Ireland's implementation of the EU censorship law. The Digital Services DSA, we talked about DSA multiple times on here, mandates the online platforms with more than 45 million active users prioritize the moderation of content deemed harmful. So they're going to be working towards, but take a good gander at this, folks. This right here is what's destroying you and your family under the guise of, under the illusion of your being safe. So there it is. And EU approves digital ID recognition that forces big tech companies to support EU digital app. Again, it's the EU Parliament's Industry Committee last week endorsed the new EU digital identity regulation, EIDAS 2. Remember that? We talked about that before. Approved despite opposition from the pirate group. The new statute will introduce digital identity app to facilitate EU citizens accessing diverse digital services, both private and public, to co-opt the likes of the big tech giants such as Google, Facebook, and to support the online transaction. We may be seeing in the not so near future a parallel to the internet where people could go on to hear the truth. And like a secondary internet may be introduced soon, folks. And that's a video we made back in 2015 discussing a secondary internet may be introduced for people that are sick and tired of being hearing the same, or, being misled, right? Exposing the invisible, how online advertising is behind sensitive personal data being tracked and sold online. Nothing new. And Al Gore, remember this piece of crap? Al Gore likened social media algorithms AR-15s, call for a ban. Again, Al Gore, who has 1 million bodyguards surrounding him and protecting him at his compounds, and the guy that told you that Florida was going to be underwater by 2010 or 2011, the same guy that told you that the polar ice caps were melting. If anything, they got bigger, and the same guy that sold you a bill of goods that basically you paid for and you got nothing for. And despite several jokes about Al Gore inventing the internet, it's clear that the former vice president has revealed that he knows little about how the internet works, or the First Amendment for that matter. And I keep begging and pleading to Americans, please keep your guns. Buy a gun to protect your other gun. Buy another gun to protect that second gun. And buy a third gun to protect the fourth and third gun and the first gun. Americans, I am begging you. I am begging you to keep your firearms. Please keep your Constitution sacred. Have your Constitution printed off and have it all over school walls, all over the country, so people could understand the importance of being an American and what the importance is of upholding your Constitution with your life, if you have to, right? And protecting the rights and freedoms. And the ACLU defends the NRA in First Amendment case. And debanking is one of the most prominent moves against free speech to raise people's attention over the last couple of years. And now the ACLU has taken an interest, especially now that local governments are directly calling for some entities to be financially deplatformed. And they're going to come after your banking. They're going to come after everything. They're going to come after you on social media. They're going to start our Mike in the Night from 2017 that we did. Mike in the Night, digital prison, digital currency, digital soul, digital biometrics, digital life. The digital prison Mike in the Night from 2017 was taken down, unfortunately, for medical misinformation a few months back. And I'm trying to find it on older hard drives to see if it's somewhere. I don't know where. Well, it was it was taken down about a year ago now. Digital prison, Mike in the Night, and we went over these things on how they're going to stop you from doing certain things because they're going to shut you down, right? And that's our censorship, guys. Let's get back over to the live comments.